Hey guys, my name is Rudy, and today we're going to talk about the BMW, mine is a 2003, but the E46 series clock adjustment. My clock adjustment over here is when you can push it in, it does work. The only problem is when I try to turn left or right, it will not adjust the clock. I think this is actually broken when I had it serviced, and unfortunately the person didn't fess up. So, here's where we come to the fun. I don't mind paying for service, but here in Miami, it's usually very, very expensive. And in my case, I didn't get much of a response from the shops. I took it to one, you're like, I don't do this. And other one's like, okay, I'll have to get back to you. Still waiting a week later. That's okay. Here's how you fix it. Okay, so BMW cluster, and I'm sorry to go crazy here. Underneath here, you can see underneath the dashboard there is right there is a hole right here. I'm sorry about the sun here. There's two screws. Should be like a T30. There's one here. There's one on the opposite side right here. You can see that one. So like I said, there's two holes. A horrible reflection here. Remove these screws out. You can either push down on this, or you can just kind of put your fingers up here and lift up, and this whole dash will come right out. Now, the wonderful folks here at BMW, which is a product I do love, do have their issues. Oh yeah, also, you can use the mechanism down here to lower the steering wheel. Drop this down, bring the wheel all the way down as far as it goes, and use the telescoping and pull it all the way out as far as you can. Again, I apologize for these artsy angles today. Alright, so we get the cluster out. Now, mine obviously doesn't come out this easily. I want to talk about the two plugs. There is two plugs back here connected. This guy here on the right hand side and this guy here on the left hand side. And if your car is like mine, you didn't have a whole lot of room to work with. So I want to show you these mechanisms to make this easier for you. Let's start with the one on the right hand side. The one with the right hand side is up like this. You have to reach back here, push down. I really need a cameraman. So back here you can see the tab. You push this down, and this guy here will roll back like this, and it comes right out. This guy here on the left hand side is similar. It's all the way up like this. It unlocks. Mine is actually a little loose by the sun, but anyway, there's a mechanism here to unlock it. Slide this thing all the way back, and when it's down like this, you can pop them out very easily. Next thing I'm going to do is, my torque set is a little bit messed up here, so I'd say a nut driver and remove this screw here, this screw up here, this screw here, and one up here. When you do that, you have these self-release tabs here, like this one here, this guy down here on the bottom. Now what you want to do is very carefully, there's one here. Here's the part where I have a little bit of a, not have a benefit of having a GoPro here on this one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull on the tabs and work these out. Oh, shit, and one cracked because they're cheap plastic. I will be fixing that later. So anyway, you just very easily unlock it. Unlock it. And this entire backing comes out. And I guess mine over here snapped, so I have to get that one fixed here. We'll glue that one back together. No problem. Then, very carefully, you got this board here. The board lifts right up. Oh, before we do that, and actually before we even start this, I would actually go in here and I would take your two things in here, keep them from getting broken, pull these guys straight up. They lift and pull straight out. Put those back here. Now back to the board. Get the up facing towards me here. use the plugs to kind of lift it up here. And this thing will very easily rise. So do not touch anything in here. And you can see that, like the blinker stuff here, I have to go find because one of them just came off. Again, many years of in the sun here. I will fix that as well. Anyway, careful not to touch anything in here. This pop piece will separate. So I'll move that onto the floor here. There's one here for this blinker, and there's another one here for the other one. Now I gotta make sure I find mine. Mine, it's stuck in here with this. It's you can see it already separated a long time ago. I'm gonna go ahead and get that fixed here. Otherwise, we'll be looking at the LED. So here, this guy is also very fragile. There's a point here and a point here. And you very carefully work this out. The one here on the end is always a little bit harder. But I kind of work this through. This is your indicator for all your stuff. That goes over here. And you get to see what the actual problem is. So mine over here, again, pushes down. That's not the problem. It's the turning that doesn't work. You can check two things. You want to make sure this is the right hand side. You can lift this guy straight out. A little spring, and you can see these little arms. And mine over here, you can get this on eBay for a couple bucks. This one is actually intact. What I need to get is there's another thing that goes into here. It's a plastic 3D part that actually gets you to push down these buttons. And the thing that fits right in here, we'll do that in part 2. To lock this in, I'm going to go ahead on eBay. My price over here is about 15 bucks, somewhere between 15 and 18. And I'll show you exactly what you need to order, but this is the part you need to order. I'm going to put this thing back together, fix the things that are loose, like the blinker thing here. I'll get that fixed. Glue those back in and order the part, and then we'll continue part 2 on putting this thing back together. And hopefully have a working clock for under 30 bucks and a little bit of time. Alright, end of part 1. See you in part 2.